Welcome to What's Viral Today. Get ready for a whirlwind tour of the latest buzz in politics and sports. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay in the loop with the most viral stories from around the world. The Duke Blue Devils punched their ticket to the Final Four with a resounding victory over the Alabama Crimson Tide. The final score, 85-65, might suggest a comfortable win, but it was Duke's defensive intensity that truly decided the game. From the opening tip-off, the Blue Devils were locked in, determined to disrupt Alabama's high-powered offense. This was a defensive masterclass, a testament to Coach Jon Scheyer's game plan and the players' execution. The Blue Devils were relentless, contesting every pass, every shot, and every drive to the basket. Their size and athleticism proved too much for the Crimson Tide to handle. Alabama, known for their offensive firepower, looked out of sync and frustrated for much of the game. This wasn't just about individual brilliance, it was a collective effort. The Blue Devils moved as one on defense, rotating seamlessly and communicating effectively. They clogged passing lanes, forced turnovers, and made scoring a chore for the Crimson Tide. This was Duke's identity on full display: tough, disciplined, and suffocating defense. While Duke's defense was a team effort, several players stood out for their individual performances. Khaman Maluach, the towering 7'2" center, was a force in the paint. His length and agility allowed him to alter shots and control the boards. Maluach finished the game with 4 blocks and countless deflections, making life difficult for Alabama's guards. Khaman, known more for his offensive prowess, showcased his defensive versatility. He used his quickness and anticipation to disrupt Alabama's passing lanes, coming up with several steals that led to easy baskets for Duke. Khaman's performance was a reminder that Duke's success hinges on contributions from all players on both ends of the court. Flagg, the East Regional MVP, continued his stellar tournament run. Flagg's defensive intensity and hustle were infectious, setting the tone for Duke's defensive effort. He dove for loose balls, fought for rebounds, and never gave Alabama an inch. Flagg's performance embodied Duke's relentless approach to defense. Duke's defensive game plan was simple yet effective: make Alabama uncomfortable. The Blue Tide thrived on fast breaks and open shots, so they made a concerted effort to slow the game down and force Alabama into half-court offenses. Duke's switching defense, a staple of Coach Scheyer's system, was effective. By switching on screens and denying Alabama their preferred offensive sets, Duke disrupted their rhythm and forced them into contested shots. The Crimson Tide, accustomed to dictating the pace, out of sorts against Duke's suffocating defense. They struggled to find open looks and turned the ball over far too often. Alabama's star guard Mark Sears had a particularly tough night. For his quickness and scoring ability, was hounded by Duke's defenders all game long. They forced him into tough shots and contested every drive to the basket. Sears, visibly frustrated, finished the game well below his to Duke's defensive game plan. Duke's victory over Alabama was a statement win, a testament to their defensive prowess and championship pedigree. They now advance to the Final Four, where they will face another formidable opponent. The road to the national championship is never easy, but Duke has shown that they have the talent, the coaching, and the defensive tenacity to compete with anyone in the country. This Duke team is built on defense, and they will need to continue to rely on their defensive identity as they face the best teams in the nation. The Final Four will be a challenge, but if Duke can maintain their defensive intensity, they have a chance to cut down the nets and bring another national championship back to Durham.